Greetings petrolheads, my name is the Tom, you're on my gaming channel, and it's time for another episode of Automation, a car company tycoon game. Now before we get started, well, there's plenty of stuff for me to talk about. First of all, you may have noticed my new intro. People were asking for a new intro, so I made one. It's not fantastic, and that's because I'm not great at making an intro, but if you are and you're willing to make one for me, please post in the comments or shoot me a message on facebook.com/thetomgamingchannel. I don't really have much to offer except my utmost appreciation and many thanks, and my motivation to make my videos even better in the future, to do that awesome intro justice, you know. That being said, let's move on to the video. Ale Romeo requested me to build a futuristic looking estate car. Now the thing with that is, it's obviously a little bit more difficult to make an estate car look futuristic than it is to make, like, say, this Corvette body shell look futuristic. But I'm gonna try anyway, and of course the term futuristic has a couple of problems to it. For example, one is that futuristic designs are oftentimes very polarizing, so they split people into two groups, one of which likes it and one of which just, well, let's say one of which loves it, one of which hates it. So, you know, there's one thing to keep in mind, and the other thing is that some people, or let's put it this way, different people have different opinions on what futuristic actually means, and how distant in the future this is supposed to be. I have no idea. I'm gonna go for something that could very well happen in a couple of years, like in the near future. So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna make a headlight arrangement that is as opposed to, you know, put together by making rectangular and circular shaped headlight pieces and, you know, putting those together in an arrangement that looks great. As opposed to that, I'm gonna make the outer edges of these headlights with white indicators, and to keep everything symmetric, I'm gonna use these pieces as kind of a ruler, you know, to make sure everything's in place the way it's supposed to be. Let's put this here. This is gonna make it look like a sword temporarily, but it's, you know, not intended to look like a sword, even though that might be a pretty cool idea for a car. Not necessarily for this one though. Okay, we're gonna put this down here, and then do the same thing, preferably also of the same thickness, you know, on the other side. Now give it a first look as to whether or not this actually is symmetric. If not, I'm gonna have to adjust the position of this thing right here. I think I should put this down. I should put this a little bit further down. I think that's more like it. So there we go. I'm gonna put this down further down, like here, and yeah. So this is like, some of you might say, once this whole arrangement is done, that it looks kind of contemporary. Maybe even name one or two cars that they think have similar headlights, but you know, if there's one car currently on sale that looks futuristic, it's probably gotta be the BMW i8. You can make a case for, you know, the Lamborghini Huracan, or you know, very exotic stuff like the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, even though that's not technically a car that's for sale that you can just go ahead and buy somewhere. It is rather a limited production vehicle that only very few people can buy, so that's not it doesn't really count, is what I'm getting at. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna delete this, put down one more of these white indicators and connect that with the end of this piece right here. I put that, like this long one, I put that down to give me a little bit of an idea of what size I want to make the whole headlight arrangement. And once it was big enough for me to, you know, consider keeping it that way, I just left it and did the other things that you saw afterwards. Now, I could just delete this, but I am gonna actually put this down in a thinner version down here, because I want to make an indicator section up here, but with obviously no, not taillights, with orange indicators, because orange is normally the color that your average indicators have. So there's one. Good thing that the white indicators actually overlap the orange ones. That's something, you know, you learn something new every day. And there's not too many things about automation that I haven't seen yet, but that is definitely one of them. So I'm gonna put this down like so. Oh no, more like that actually. And then one more in this general direction here, and we gotta make a small adjustment so that it fills out the area properly, and there it is. Now I'm also gonna put down two of these, one like here and then one like here, and then fill this whole area out with a pretty big one of those. And that actually almost does it right away. Come on. And there we go. That's not... It's not what I was intending. There we go. We only took one fixture to fill this whole area out. Maybe those headlights are a little bit too far on the inside though of the vehicle. We should put them... no, this is gonna make it a little bit tedious, but we only have to reposition the headlights. We don't have to, you know, do the whole shebang all over again. This goes here. that one goes right there. Oh, ah. That's good. Then we're gonna put down the indicator pieces the way they're meant to be put down. Then that thing goes all the way here. Gotta be pretty precise about that. Then one went like there and one goes here. That's pretty solid. This goes a little bit further down, and so does that. No. Good. Now those are the headlights. Then I'm gonna put down one of these lips here. And by the way, this is only gonna be an aesthetic thing, because in terms of engines I don't really know what futuristic is supposed to mean, because there's no more technology in 2020 in this game, which is how far it is currently going, than there is in 2015. So, well, there isn't even, you know, multi-air technology that Alpha and Fiat's have been using since, I don't know, 2007 or something, since the Mito came out. There isn't even that, so I don't fully know what futuristic is supposed to be on the engine builds. Anyway, we are gonna put down some more vents inside of this whole inside of this grill. And we're gonna put no, like that, more like this. Make it look a little bit more aggressive. And that's fine. Then we're gonna put down some LEDs, because, you know, futuristic also means lots of LEDs currently. And that is a little bit too small. Just trying to make sure they're all about the same size, so it doesn't look awkward. That's a little bit too big, actually. And so is the one I put down before that. Actually, the first two are the same size and the others are a little bit bigger. That's a little bit of a disappointment on my part, but I'm not a professional artist. I'm not perfect. So I guess that's what we got right here. Also, I'm gonna put down a number plate that is like in here somewhere. And I'm gonna put down some of these, and I am going to connect the number plate with this corner of the vent. We need to make this significantly longer to do so. The angle has to be a little bit less steep. That looks pretty good as a first attempt. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now we're also gonna put down some of these that will function as number plate lights, and maybe also fog lights if the LEDs on the outside aren't doing that job. You know, doesn't really matter what they're functionally doing. So I'm gonna make this a kind of AMW car, which is my own virtual car company that you can check out on the automation forums. But traditionally I would go for this version of the grill, but that one looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit more quote-unquote futuristic, if you will. And that one goes inside of it. And then we're gonna put the badge down here. And all of a sudden this looks like a whole car, like a front-end design, a proper design, rather than, you know, some sort of pieces put together. And there's a nice little detail. I'm gonna add these and put them down this way. Like that. So there's the front end. Whether or not that's futuristic is up to you, up to your personal opinion, I think. It's not gonna have any traditional door handles. They would rather open by pushing a button on your key, you know. And the side indicators are gonna go like here, and like there. Now, as a rear end, now for a rear end design, I'm going to make kind of a design that I think is gonna flow very well with chrome. Gonna put those up pretty far up here. And then I think I might as... no, not that one. This one rather. Might as well try and make this... oh. Try and make this like so, and maybe even leave a little bit open here. No, I don't think that's the right choice. However, we can put some of these down here. And maybe make like, yeah, one more. And then we're gonna put down some more of these in order to, you know, fill this whole thing out. Don't worry guys, I know what to do about these, you know, things standing over the edges of the taillights here. I'm gonna solve that issue in a little bit. First I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make these taillights as awesome as possible. How about this? Nope. Wait a minute. I'm gonna be able to make it like this, and then because I think these white areas are a little plain, I'm gonna put something in there that will definitely make them a little bit more outlandish, to say the very least, maybe futuristic. And one more of these, and then one of these as well for indicators, you know. That is pretty nice, I think. So now I'm gonna handle this whole situation by putting down one of those. That's gonna blend in here nicely, so that afterwards you won't really be able to tell where that chrome came from. And yeah, this is going to be a chrome bar at the top of the whole arrangement. We're obviously also going to put down one more at the bottom of this whole arrangement. Gonna move this like here. That's perfect. And then we're gonna put down one of those and stretch them like this. Still not long enough. Wait, just a little bit. There we go. We're also gonna put down some more chrome right in the middle here, but first to figure out the exact position, I'm gonna put on the badge in this whole arrangement like so. No, not like this. Rather that way, and then you know what, we can actually rotate those a little bit to make it look a little bit more interesting, I think. And then also we're gonna put down some more chrome to connect this corner with that corner. The angle is totally off as of right now, but we can always adjust that, you know. We're getting fairly close now. So there it is. That is our chrome arrangement here. Should we, you know, let me try something. I wanna try how it would look if we put down, say, one of these in here. Not too bad, actually. I think I'm gonna keep it this way, just as a nice contrast, you know. Alright, then we will definitely need a number plate on this thing, because it's not a race car or anything like that. And put some nice LED lights to, you know, make sure the number plate is adequately lit, if you will, so that, you know, what I'm getting at is these are gonna be the number plate lightings. So we want a nice rear bumper as well. So how are we gonna do that? We select this one. Put down one of these standard old lips to hide the bottom edge of that grill. And then we're gonna put down some of these bars. Those are black ones, they blend in with the grill the best, I feel like. So yeah. Put this down like here. Make another one. This is gonna make the bumper look more sporty, you know, more refined, if you will. More functional, maybe. I'm gonna put down one more though, right here. So there's that. We want some exhaust in this thing, otherwise the gases have nowhere to go, like the emissions. And do we actually want quad exhaust here? Fuck it, let's do it. Because why not? Basically. Alright, and a nice little detail you can do is put down some of these, but with a smaller radius, inside of these exhausts, because that'll, once I'm done, I'm gonna show you, that'll make them look like, you know, real sports exhaust, like Ferrari exhaust or something like that. Even if they, I mean, if the car is definitely not meant to be a Ferrari. If you look at it from this angle or so, that gives them a nice little touch, I think. And that is why I'm gonna do that. Should we put down some braking lights in here somewhere as well? I think we should. Maybe like that. So, okay, now I think we're done with this design right here. But we are also gonna repaint this, because that standard red is not looking that good. But this one, I really like this color. Or what if we make it white? And then the whole headlight arrangement doesn't really shine as much as I would like it to. Black seems nice, but dark blue seems nice. And yeah, this red, I like this color. So let's keep it that way. And I'm done with this design. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button, it helps out a great deal. Also consider subscribing if you want to see more content in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.